All right, breaking news for you. A jury has just reached a verdict in the horrific case, trial of Danelle Lane. She's the Colorado woman accused of attacking a pregnant woman, cutting the unborn baby from her womb. The jury deliberated about 6 hours yesterday, came back today, deliberated for another hour plus, then reached the verdict moments ago. It is guilty on all charges. That includes attempted first-degree murder, unlawful termination of a pregnancy. The prosecution argued that Danelle Lane was obsessed with having a baby. The defense said the attack was not planned. Our CNN legal analyst, he did this on all fronts. He was a police officer and attorney. Philip Holloway is with us. So not surprising, obviously, when you see this. And earlier on in the trial, the victim, Michelle Wilkins, had to testify as well. Just your thoughts on the verdict.
Well, when the defense boils down to this was a hasty, impulsive, and reckless act as opposed to I didn't do it, I think the verdict is almost a foregone conclusion. The reason that a defense attorney, Mike, might want to use that strategy is because that may be the best defense that they have. If they can get something less than a first-degree murder, some kind of lower charge, something that's based on recklessness, something that's not pre-planned, premeditated, and deliberated, they might be able to get a lower sentence, and it might mean a lot when it comes to parole implications down the line. And I've been there. I've had judges appoint me to cases where there really wasn't a meaningful defense that I could figure out. And so sometimes you just have to play the cards that you've been dealt, even if it's a bad hand.
And a tough one, because I know in the trial the prosecution brought up that the boyfriend of the defendant, Danelle Lane, was basically asking questions like, what's going on with the baby? In other words, the clock was ticking to produce a baby, hence the horrific crime to Michelle Wilkins. And the baby ended up dead, by the way, because that's premeditation right there, right?
That's what the prosecution's theory was, and obviously the jury believed them. They said that, you know, this was something that was planned, it was thought out, it was premeditated, and it was deliberated. And the reason it was deliberated is because she had concocted this story that she was pregnant and she needed to produce a baby in order to convince her boyfriend that that was in fact the case. So at the end of the day, at the end of the trial, the jury just didn't buy into this idea that it was a hasty and impulsive act.
There you go. Michelle Wilkins, the victim, Danelle Lane, the defendant, guilty on all charges, attempted first-degree murder and unlawful termination of a pregnancy.